Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. Today in this video, we are going to discuss a mini project. We are focusing on to the OTT subscription management. So how we are going to develop this project, we can discuss to the step by step. So in this project, mainly we have to cover the several key points. That is the project flow overview and what is the schema designing and implementation steps without writing a single line of the code. That is the main aim of this mini project. So we are not writing any single line of the code. We are developing to the this project. So how we are going to implement the without writing the any coding. So come to the in the project flow here user registration and how to authentication to that is and subscription management, what they are subscription and what are the plans they are subscription. That is we have to cover to the here, and we can generate the invoice, how to generate the invoice, we can capture the invoice details, and finally we can send to the email notification and support to the users or customers. So this is the main area of the project flow. And come to the next schema designing. In this, we have to cover the several objects. So we have to hold the plan details. So we have to capture by all the plan details. What are the plan details available? And we have to capture by the user or customer information or details. So who is the authentication rate? That is the customer information we have to capture, and we have to subscription what plan they are subscribed, when they are subscribed, that details we have to capture by the in the subscription details, and we can generate it by the invoice. So these are all the objects are involved here. This is the schema designing and implementation steps without writing code, right? We have to initially designing the database objects already we know, right? We can build the objects and the relationship between those objects. Here we have to build the data model, and after that we can design the user interface without writing the single line of the code. We can use to the flows to we can develop the our functionality. So without writing single line of the code user interface, we are defining the from the screen flows, and we can configure to the email notification and support when they are subscribed or when they have the ending the subscription. We have to capture to the all the, or we can send the notification to the user. So here we are using the email notifications. So this is the main flow, and I prepare the one document as well for this. So this is the our OTT subscription project flow. So here we have to the customer details captured and the subscription management. What are the invoice generate, email notification dispatch to the user, right? So this is the project documentation, and come to the here. This is the flow. So initially start with they can capture. We are enter by the user to the phone number. Once if it is already exist or not, we can identify the first based on that phone number. If it is new customer, we can display this screen, new customer information purpose, first name, last name, email, and phone. This information we need to capture from the new customer or user. If it is already existing customer, so welcome to back. This is the screen we have to display and restart the your subscription. This is the we have new customer and existing customer. We have to verify to the here. After that, they can choose by the plan details table. We have to display by the plan details. So monthly wise, quarterly wise, half wise, yearly wise, and different types of the plans we have. That plans we have to display to the here. So in the next screen, they have to choose to the which plan they want. They can choose by the plan. After that, it is redirecting to the payment page. So in this payment page, either credit card, debit card, they are entered by the their payment details. Once it is successfully payment, we can create the customer record if it is new, or we can skip to this step directly. We can create the subscription record, which plan they are selecting, either quarterly or monthly or that plan. That details we have to capture, and based on that, we have to generate by the invoice. So this invoice once created, we can send the email to the customer. And finally, we have to display by the screen successfully subscription is completed. This is the project to flow. So once again repeating this is, so start. Based on the phone number, we can identify he is the new or existing customer. If it is the new customer, we can go to this screen. If it is existing customer, we can go to this path. So here we have to capture by the new customer information. Then they can able to choose to the plan details. Initially, we have to display with what are the plans available. That plans we have to display. Then here choose to the plan. Here capture by the details, payment details. Then create the new customer or create the subscription record. If it is already existing customer, we can skip this step. Then we can create the subscription record, invoice records. Then send to the email to the customer. What is the invoice generated? That invoice we can able to send to the customer. And finally, we have to display by the successfully completed screen. So this is the flow. And based on this flow, we have the data model here. We have the customer or user details. Under this user details, we have the subscription and invoice. Two are the child objects. Subscription and invoice details are the child objects of the customer. And the subscription under the child object is the invoice. When they are subscribed, that is invoice generated. This is related to this invoice. And the plan details are independent object. We can select to the plan details when they are subscription time. Okay, this is the independent object. So here we have to the object and fields. OTT plan details. This is custom settings. So regularly we are not changing the data, right? So that's why here we are taking the one custom setting object. In this we have the I mentioned by the fields also. What is the name? Plan name, that is status, start date, end date, monthly amount, how much, quarterly amount, half yearly, yearly amount. These are all the details we are going to capture in the plan detail object. And the customer object, what is the first name, last name, email. So up to how much revenue generate from this customer, how many subscriptions done by this customer, we have to roll up to the data. So next is the subscription details. In the subscription details, we have to capture to the which customer is subscribed, what is the plan name, plan type, and the subscription status, and start and end date of the subscription. So finally, invoice generated. Invoice is the related to the customer object and subscription both. But customer, we have the master relationship, how much amount is generated, right? So that's why here. And amount, how much is the amount they are paid, and payment date and time, payment status, success or decline, card details, card type, card number, card name. Means person name on the card, person name. This is we have to capture to the here. So this is the overall of the flow. Let's see the how we are going to implement by the step by step this flow. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.